home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And my name is Ron Jeckett. Welcome to the program for this Monday, the 12th day of July, 2021. We go back to September 24th, 1949, the last week of the regular season. And there's only one race. There's only two teams. It's the Brooklyn Dodgers and St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals beat the Cubs earlier, 4-3. We know that result because I just summed it. A big hit by Red Schoendienst in the bottom of the sixth put the Cardinals up 4-3. Jerry Staley gets the win. Al Brazil gets the save. So the lead right now for the Dodgers is 2 games. And the magic number as the Dodgers take on the Philadelphia Phillies from Ebbets Field in a night game is still 5, but the lead is now 2 games. The Dodgers win. It stays 2.5. The magic number slides to 4. If Philadelphia can beat Don Newcomb and the Dodgers, well, then the magic number remains at 5, and the margin goes to 1.5. Now, we'll have games for you at least through Thursday, because I don't think anyone can clinch quite yet. We'll have the Dodgers for you tomorrow, and we'll have the Cardinals for you, we think, Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll stick with it till then, but we know we'll have a champion sometime this week. The Cardinals now have 6 games left, and the Dodgers have 6 games left, including the one you're about to see. So it's the Phillies and the Dodgers on a beautiful night in Brooklyn. The Dodgers looking for their 80th win and to drop that magic number to 4. It helps if you hit the right button as Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 49 tonight from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York. It is the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so Don Newcomb, 16-11 with a 3.55 ERA, making his 29th start of the year. Supposedly he has 2 left, which is going to be kind of hard to do in the last week of the year. This will be his 3rd start against the Phillies. 18 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 13 so far. 2-0 with an ERA of 1.50. Fastball pitcher 89. Newcomb, looking to be the NL Rookie of the Year, is a flyball pitcher and 23 years old. His last appearance, I don't remember that being all that good. It was not. It was against the Cardinals on the 21st, so he's only on 3 days rest. 7 innings, 9 hits and a loss, 5 runs, only 2 were earned. It wasn't all Nuke's fault. He walked 3 and struck out 4. So overall, 220 in the 3rd innings, 198 hits, 98 runs, 87 of those are earned. He's walked 70 and struck out 132. This will be the lineup he'll face on this big night in Brooklyn. Richie Ashburn leads off in center field. Grant Hamner at short will bat second. Sisler at first will go third. Del Ennis cleans up in left. Andy Semenuk, who by the way has had a whale of a year, will catch and bat fifth for Philadelphia. Nicholson in right will go sixth. Puddinhead Jones at third will bat seventh. Gouliot at second batting eighth. And Thompson on the mound for the Phillies with an ERA of over 6. Will pitch and should throw about 115 pitches. Defensively for Duke and the Dodgers, it is Tickle Me Elmo in left. He's a 2 and a 6. Duke Snyder a 9 and an 8 in center. Carl Furillo is an 8 and a 10 in right. Eddie Mixis is a 5 at third. Pee Wee Reese a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson an 8 at second. Gil Hodges a 9 at first. Campanella a 9 and a 6 behind the plate, and Duke is at 8 on the mound. Thompson must be a lefty because we have the all righty but Snyder lineup in for the Dodgers. Richie Ashburn, 278. Whitey has 2 homers and 51 RBI. And with all that, let's play some ball. Pitch from Newcomb, strike 3. A 1-2 changeup on the inside corner, and that's how this one starts. So Newcomb struck out 149 on the real year. If he actually does get 2 more starts, he might get that number. Here's Hamner, grand at 264, 6 homers, and 57 RBI. Newcomb delivers, and there's a ground ball base hit past a diving Reese. Hamner's going to dig for 2. He's in there with his 26th double of the year. And that brings up the steakhouse, Dick Sisler. Dick at 276, 8 homers and 49 RBI. As we said in the open, the Cardinals have already won today. They beat the Cubs 4-3 in St. Louis. So the magic number for Brooklyn remains 5. And the spread between the two teams at the moment is 2 games. Pitch to Sisler. Got him! He swings and misses on an 0-2 fastball. That's 2 out. For Del Ennis, Del at 277, 18 homers and 96 RBI. So Newcomb with a big house on hand. They're trying to will him to a win. He kicks and fires, and there's a fly ball right center field. Ferrillo runs over, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The Phillies go down in order. Oh, no, they don't, Ron. They got a hit, and they leave him in. Reading is fundamental, Mr. Chuckett. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first inning here. It's the Phillies nothing. Here come the Dodgers. And it's Jocko Thompson. It sounds like a prize you'd find in a cereal box. So congratulations, you won the Jocko action figure, because boys don't play with dolls. Of course we do. This will be his 5th and last start of the year. Jocko is a lefty. He is 1-2 with a save on the replay and an ERA of 5.40. He is 32 years old, a fastball pitcher at 83, and a flyball plus pitcher. Against these Dodgers, a good start. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. He took a loss in that particular game, but pitched well. Last time out was against the Cardinals on the 19th, so on regular rest. 7 2/3 innings, 15 hits. That is a Christmas tree. That was pretty lit. 6 runs all earned. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Overall, 25 innings, 35 hits, 15 runs all earned, a homer. He has walked 9 and struck out 7. The lineup he'll face, it'll be Pee Wee Reese leading off at short. Eddie Mixis at third will bat second. Carl Ferrillo in right will bat third. Jackie Robinson at second base will clean up. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. And our favorite player, Louis Tickleby Olmo in left field will bat sixth. Roy Campanella catches and bats seventh. Duke Snyder, the only lefty in the lineup for the Dodgers, will bat eighth and play center. And Newcomb, through 17 pitches in his half of the first, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Phils, it's Ennis in left. He's a 7 and a 7. Richie Ashburn in center is a 10 and an 8. Ben Nicholson is a 5 and an 8 in right. Puddinhead Jones a 9 at third. Grant Hamner a 5 at short. Goliath a 6 at second. Sisler a 5 at first. And Semenick a 6 and a 9 behind the plate. Pee Wee steps in at 310, 13 homers and 80 RBI. Thompson starts his ballgame with a fly ball left center field. Back goes Ennis. He'll make the catch, 1 out. Brings up Eddie Mixis. Eddie at 247. No homers and 4 RBI. Will be daily at lunch, by the way. until, well, at least the next 4 days, including today, and we can see if we get a champion in the National League. Pitch to Mixus. Ball 4. So Thompson lost him. Full count, fastball outside and high, and that'll bring up Furillo. Carl has had a magnificent year. 328, 11 triples, 25 home runs, and he's driven in 128. Thompson's pitch. Furillo, here's a base hit, right center field. Nicholson will pick it up. Mixus goes to third. Furillo will hold at first. What does a sports fan do the next 4 days? Well, you could watch the home run derby tonight. You might have a DVR with Wimbledon or the Euro final on it. You could watch the NBA finals. We've only played 2 games of that, right? Here's Jackie Robinson, 372. 36 doubles, 17 homers, and 108 RBI. Or we'll be with you at lunch tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll see where we go from there. If this gets resolved rather quickly, the World Series would start next Tuesday afternoon at noon Eastern. That's if there is no playoff and if we have a resolution before then. Pitch to Robinson. Jackie hits a ground ball to Hamner. Graham will concede the run. Goliath for 1, Sisler for 2, and I believe that run will not score as Robinson is doubled up 6-4-3, and that will end the first inning. No runs, a hit, and they leave a runner on. We go to the second. Phillies and Dodgers are scoreless. So we told you that Andy Semenick has had a monster year. He's hitting .266, which is 23 points above average when he hit. 33 homers, and for a catcher, that is an amazing number. And has driven in 84. No score here in the second. Pitch from Newcomb. There's a fly ball to left. Olmo makes the catch. 1 out. Let's see what else. I've actually posted all the 49 baseball games in our own playlist. So you can go back and watch in order 74 hours of Me Call Baseball. D. Scott rooting for the Bums. Here's Nicholson. Bill at 244. I called him Ben earlier. 244, 12 homers, and 49 RBI. Newcomb deals. Strike him out. He got him to look at a full count fastball, and that's 3 for Nuke. Willie Jones, the old Puddinhead at 265, 19 homers, and 84 RBI. You can see from this Philly team how they contended in 1950. If Jim Constantine actually had pitched well in this replay, I think they'd be right in it here at the end. Jones pops it up. Campanella takes off the mask and will make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Hilda and the Cowbell. She's not even in a jacket tonight. 72 degrees here at Ebbets Field. Believe it's a Friday night. Clear skies and a gentle wind blowing in across the bay or Long Island Sound at 5 in from right field. Here's Hodges. Gill at 316, 22 homers and 113 RBI. Missed you last night, Mark. We actually did a football game. And a pretty gosh darn good one, too. That will be up on YouTube. Our 1,000 sub special. Pitch to Hodges. There's a fly ball to left. And that drops in front of him. I thought he was going to get that. It fell right in front of him, and that's a second hit for the Dodgers. And here's Olmo. Louis at 362, 7 doubles and 17 RBI. Thompson deals. In the center field, Ashburn comes in, makes the catch for the out. So 1 out for Roy Campanella. Roy at 311, 21 homers, and 81 RBI. By the way, speaking of 1,000 subs on YouTube, I was cleared for advertising today. So visit my sponsors if you watch these on YouTube. Hit a throw to first. Hodges is back. And the email I got from them initially, oh yeah, we'll take up to 60 days to review your account. It took 2. Pitch to Campy. Ball 4. So Thompson, yes, he is. He's batting 6th. He was retired his first at bat because his biggest fan wasn't watching. Here's Snyder. Duke at 273, 26 homers, and 87 RBI. Jocko doing about what we thought he would do, which is struggle. Pitch to Snyder. Duke into left field. Or line drive to Hamner, rather. Or ground ball to Hamner. Boy. Hodges will go to third. I guess you have to. Hamner, I don't know what the heck happened there. Now, to be honest, everybody is... Oh, he caught it. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, so the chalkboard malfunctioned. It was a high fly ball to left. Ennis had it, made the catch, and everybody tagged up. That's what it was. Sure. Okay. Here's Newcomb. 2 out. You're not going to bunt here anyway. 222 and 3 RBI. It's not what the chalkboard showed. Pitch to Newcomb. There's a base hit in the right field. Hodges will score. Campanella scores. And Newcomb has got his 7th double of the year. The Dodgers go up 2-0 here in the second. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee at 3-0 is 0 for 1. Already get to the averages. Thompson is opening 9. 33 pitches. An inning and 2/3. 3 hits and 2 walks. I think that's what it was. That's a lot more plausible than what the chalkboard showed. Yeah, Ennis thought it was the 3rd out. Flipped it to a young fan in the stands and realized his mistake. I like that. Good one. Good one there, Mr. Howard. Pitch to Reese. In the center field. Ashburn going way back there, and Pee Wee makes it 4-0. That ball was a moonshot. That just kept going and going and going. And the Dodgers have a 4 spot on the board. That hit the facing of the upper deck. And so the misplay by Ennis is really costly, as Pee Wee slams his 14th of the year. Brings up Mixus. Eddie walked his first time up. 4-0 Dodgers. 2 out here in the second. Pitch is a slow bounder to third. Jones across the way. Mixus flying. Got safe. He beat it out. And the Phillies are playing March baseball in September right now. They have mentally checked out. Here's Ferrillo. Carl singled his first time up. Popped up. Center field. Ashburn. cradles the ball, and that will retire the side. But Newcomb with a 2-run single to left, or double to right center, and then the home run by Reese. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. After 2, 4-0 Brooklyn. So here's Goliath, Mike at 244, 5 homers and 20 RBI. Ground ball to first. Hodges takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. Here's Thompson. He's 0 for 9 with 2 strikeouts. Stays in the ball game, hits a ground ball to third. Mix this across the way, 2 out. So if this result holds, then this is a night game. The Cardinals played earlier today at home against the Cubs and beat them 4-3. The magic number would slide to 4, and the lead would go back to 2.5. Here's Ashburn. Richie is 0 for 1. He struck out to start the ball game. How you doing, Tribe fan? Newcomb, 40 pitches through his first 9, 2 2/3 innings, a hit, and 3 strikeouts. He delivers, and there's a base hit into center field. Ashburn will hold at first. Here's Hamner. Hamner doubled his first time up. One of the 2 hits on the day for the Phillies. These 2 teams again tomorrow at noon Eastern. Tribe fan enjoyed his staycation and is now back to work. Pitch to Hamner, popped up left side, Mixes. He goes into the bullpens and will make the catch to retire the side. No runs, a hit. The Phillies leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Brooklyn 4, Philadelphia 0. So it'll be Robinson, Hodges, and Olmo. Jackie grounded into a double play his first time up. Thompson starts the 3rd with a fly ball left center field. Ashburn is there, has it for the out, 1 away. Here's Hodges. Gill singled and scored his first time up. Brooklyn got 4 in the 2nd. In the right, Nicholson turns and watches it go. That is on McKeever Street. It is 5-0 Brooklyn. His 23rd of the year is over the scoreboard. And remember, Schaefer is the beer to have when you're having more than one. That was hammered. Oh my goodness. So we get closer to a Dodger-Yankee World Series. Yeah, that really was the slogan up until the 70s. Schaefer is the beer to have when you're having more than one. Here's Olmo. Louis is 0 for 1. And there's a line drive to second. Goliath's there. 2 out. Here's Campanella. Roy walked and scored on the Newcomb double. Pitch to Thompson. From Thompson to Campanella into right field. Nicholson goes in the corner. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Dodgers get an insurance run as Gil Hodges sent one to Ralph Cramden's place. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. To the moon, Alice. After 3, it's the Dodgers 5, the Phillies 0. Was there a please drink responsibly fine print? Probably not prior to the 80s. No, I don't think so. I really don't. And all three New York-based teams had different beer sponsors. Schaefer was the Dodgers. Rheingold was the Giants. And Ballantyne was the Yankees. Had a Ballantyne blast. Sisler struck out his first time up. Yep, the Flintstones originally were sponsored by Winston cigarettes because Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Pitch to Sisler is a fly ball to right. Furillo in the corner. 1 out. See if this gets demonetized on YouTube. Here's Ennis. Dell is 0 for 1. Remember, the Cardinals have already played their game because it was a day game and they won. So the margin is 2 and the magic number is 5. The Cubs in the position to play spoiler. Cleveland has chopped the Yankee lead down to 12.5. It won't do any good. The Yankees have had a couple of hangovers since they won the American League. In the chat, we're seeing back when cigarettes were good for you. I'm not sure cigarettes were ever good for you. And this is 0 for 1. Pitch from Newcomb. There's a little looper that's going to fall into right center for a base hit. That's the third singleton for the Phillies. And here's Seminick. Andy's 0 for 1. And there's a line drive to third. Opposite field. Mixus gets up the glove and makes the catch. 2 out. So Bill Nicholson struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Or when certain admin died of the disease they were selling. Yep, exactly. Speaking of selling, tonight, the Dave Gardner Project continues. You know, he can read your mind. From the Forum in Montreal, we'll play Game 2 of the Stanley Cup 78 Stanley Cup semifinal between the Montreal Canadiens and the Philadelphia Flyers. And we'll drop the puck around 8 o'clock for that. Habs won Game 1 yesterday by the score of 3-1. Al Red Sox fan will have Game 2 of the Bruins and the Islanders. And if Al is on at that time, then we'll just do it tomorrow. So Al Red Sox fan will have Game 2 of the Bruins Islanders. Islanders leading that one 1-0. And I'll have Game 2 of the Canadiens Flyers. Al's game will be from Boston. My game will be from Montreal. So watch for those on your local YouTube channels. Nicholson is 0 for 1. He'll draw a walk. 3-0 count just below the knees on the fastball, and that brings up Willie Jones, who's 0 for 1. 2 out, top the fourth, 5-0 Brooklyn. Struck him out. He got him. And that'll do for Thompson as Kurt Simmons is coming in to pitch. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is Brooklyn 5, Philadelphia 0. Simmons has about 85 pitches on his arm. His 33rd appearance. He is 7-6 on the replay with an ERA of 3.79. Kurt has lost his last 3 decisions. It won't matter here unless they win. He's a fastball pitcher at 91 and a ground ball pitcher. And is all of 20 years old. This is his 6th appearance against the Dodgers. He has started 3 times. Interesting that they do that here because he's doing a bad second in the top of the 5th. 23 innings, 30 hits, 15 runs, all earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 14. The Dodgers have his number. He is 1-3 with an ERA of 5.87. Hasn't really started a game in a while. His last appearance was the 22nd 2 nights ago against the Cubbies. An inning and 2/3, 3 hits, a run was earned. 118 2/3 innings, 117 hits, 7 dingers. He's allowed 55 runs in total. 50 earned. He's walked 29 and struck out 77. Well, he hasn't struck out a batter since he fanned 5 Braves on September 10th. So 2 weeks ago tonight. Here's Snyder. Duke is 0 for 1. Newcomb and Reese to follow. Pitch from Simmons. Ball 4. So Snyder reaches on the walk. Fastball was high. Here's Nuke. Nuke is not a good bunter. Had 2-run doubles last time up. Now is driven in 5. They play for the bunt. We're swinging. Throw to first. Snyder back. Now Snyder's just going to straight steal. The pitch, Semenick has it. The throw down to Goliath, and Snyder has his 13th bag pilfered on the year. So an 0-1 count, and Snyder standing in scoring position. Pitch to Newcomb. There's a ground ball. Sisler has it. He runs back to first and beats out Newcomb. So Snyder will move to third. That is not a bunt, but the result is just the same. It is 3-U on the card. 1 out. They expect Pee Wee to squeeze here. Mike from the truck, how are you? Pee Wee hit a 2-run shot in the second that scraped the underside of the facade on the top of the second deck. It's about where Ralph Kiner put his dinger in the All-Star game. Pitch to Pee Wee, ball 4. So runners on first and third. Mixes can bunt. Although it's a 5-run lead, I'm not sure why you would leave him in on the corners. Eddie is walked and singled. And that was a fun football game last night. I really enjoyed that. Pitched is from Simmons. There's a ground ball, base hit left side. Snyder will score. Ennis will pick it up. Pee Wee holds at second. And it's 6-0 Brooklyn. The Cardinals are hoping the Dodgers just get this out of the way right now. Here's Ferrillo. Carl, 1 for 2. St. Louis, if you joined us late, beat the Cubs 4-3 in St. Louis. A Red Shane single, and the 6 was the go-ahead run. So the magic number as we play the games of the night of the 24th of September. The magic number is 5. The lead is 2. Pitch to Ferrillo. Got him! He looked at an 0-2 fastball on the inside corner. 2 out. Brings up Jackie Robinson, who's 0 for 2. First and second, 2 out. 6-0 Brooklyn here in the 4th. Robinson up the middle. Simmons got a hand on it, but he botched it. And so that's an error. It's under his glove. He searched around for it like a kid in a teddy bear. And by the time he picked it up, Robinson was on first. So they are loaded for Gil Hodges. Gil, a solo shot that cleared the scoreboard in right center field. And a single. So he's 2 for 2. Now has driven in 114. He's got a chance to pick up 4 more right here. He has 1 Granny on the year. That's a ground ball up the box. Hamner stops it from his knees to second, and the Dodgers leave him loaded. Which is what you will get if you had more than 1 Schaefer. A run on a hit and an error, and we go to the 5th here. At Edwards Field, the Dodgers 6, the Phillies nothing. Goliath, Simmons spot, and Ashburn to face Newcomb here in the 5th. Mike is 0 for 1. Here's a line drive past the diving Robinson, and Goliath is now 1 for 2. So let's see what they do with Simmons here. Hodges and mixes play for the bunt. Kurt, if he bats, 189, 2 RBI, and 10 strikeouts. He will stay in the game and draw the 2-2 swing and a miss strikeout. That's 5 for Nuke. 1 out. So the opening 18 for Newcomb on 70 pitches. 4 1/3 innings. 4 hits. No runs. He has walked 1 and struck out 5. Ashburn, Richie, has singled and struck out. He's 1 for 2. To third. Mixes has to hurry. Bang banger. Hodges, is he on the bag? Yes. Good throw, and an even better play by Hodges to keep a foot on the bag. 2 out. Goliath moves to second. These two teams tomorrow, noon Eastern. Here's Hamner. Granny 1 for 2. Has himself a double. Line drive. Pee-wee is there. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Halfway home on a Monday afternoon. Dodgers 6, Phillies nothing. And if you joined us late, here's how we got here. It's been all Brooklyn all the time. Don Newcomb, a 2-run double in the second, made it 2-0 Dodgers. And then Pee Wee Reese, and I'm not kidding, he scraped the bottom of the roof on the second deck. And I'm not talking the lower one, I'm talking the higher one. His 14th of the year to make it 4-0. Gil Hodges, a solo shot over the scoreboard in right center, in which we got into a lovely discussion about the Schaefer Brewer Company, or Brewing Company. And then Eddie Mixus with an RBI single to score Duke Snyder to make it 6-0 in the fourth. Jocko Thompson did not pitch all that well for the Phillies. 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs all earned. He walked 2 and didn't strike out anybody. Kurt Simmons in relief for the Phillies, and Don Newcomb pitching like a guy who knows he's pitching next week. 4-hitter through 5 and a struck out 5. Here's Mr. Olmo. Louie is 0 for 2. Got him. He swings and misses on a hard fastball on a 1-2. 95. Wow. Tied him up like a pretzel. Here's Campanella. Roy is walked, is 0 for 1. Pitch to Roy. Into right field. Nicholson is there, 2 out. Here's Duke Snyder. Duke is walked. He's stolen a base and scored. No runs, 4 hits, an error for the Phillies. They've left on 5. The Dodgers, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and they've left on 5. Pitch from Simmons. Struck him out. He got him to swing on a hard curveball for strike 3. No runs, no hits. Dodgers go in order after 5, 6-0 Brooklyn. So Sisler, Ennis, and Semenick to face Newcomb. Dick is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch from Nuke. Struck him out. That's 6 for Nuke. His season high is 12. He did it May 28th against the Braves. He has 6 tonight with 1 out in the 5th, or the 6th. Pitch to Ennis. There's a fly ball to left. Olmo comes in. He tickles that one in the glove, 2 out. So that brings up Semenick, and he's 0 for 2. Got him! That's 7 for Newcomb. Swung on and missed a 2-2 fastball. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Dodgers 6, the Phillies nothing. So Newcomb, after not pitching well against St. Louis in his last start, has come out firing on all cylinders against the Phils in this one. 1 for 2. He has doubled, scored, and drove in 2. Simmons deals right back up the box. Kurt throws to first. Sisler's there, 1 out. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee with that monster home run in the second is now driven in 82. He is walked and is 1 for 2. Ball 4, he walks again. Brings up Eddie Mixis. Eddie, they've yet to retire. He is singled twice and walked and driven in a run. Popped up Seminick to the screen, and that will be a souvenir. So the game plan right now is that the World Series would start a week from tomorrow from Yankee Stadium, because we know it'll be the Yankees. The odd number games, 1, 3, 5 if needed, and 7 if needed, would be day games. We would play them in the noon slot. Games 2, 4, and 6 if needed would be played in prime time, 8 Eastern. So the lights would be on at both Yankee Stadium and Ebbets Field or Sportsman's Park. That is provided that we don't have a playoff in the National League. Pitch to Mixis as a ground ball up the middle. Hamner flips it to Goliath for 1, over to Sisler for 2. So 6-4-3 after 6. It is 6-0 Dodgers. It's Nicholson, Jones, and Goliath for the Phillies here in the 7th. Bill is walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. If we get a playoff, Game 1 would be in St. Louis next Tuesday at noon Eastern, I think. Game 2 would be in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn has the better season record, and that's how I determined it. And that would be Wednesday afternoon at noon Eastern. If there is a third and decisive game, because remember, the National League did in best of 3. The American League, it was a 1-game playoff. The National League, best of 3. Game 3 would be in prime time Thursday night from Brooklyn. And then we would probably begin the World Series. We'd figure out a time after that. So that's the 2 possible schedules. Either the World Series starts a week from tomorrow, or the playoff, National League playoff, and it's not a championship series, it's a playoff, would start a week from tomorrow. Nicholson is 0 for 1 and a strikeout. Reese behind the mound, and Nicholson's going to beat that out. That was just one of those. No, he got him! He got him! That was one of those slow rollers on the thick infield. Pee Wee has a good arm, and I didn't think he was going to get there in time. He flung it over to Hodges, and Gill said, I got it. 1 out. Here's Willie Jones. Willie is 0 for 2. Pudd'nhead has struck out. In the right field, Furillo has it for the out, 2 away. What a play by Pee Wee. My goodness gracious. Here's Goliath. He's 1 for 2 with a single. That's into center field, and that ball's gone. So Goliath with a line drive into the lower deck in center field. That's his 6th of the year, and it's 6-1. Newcomb waiting for Simmons to be announced. Just kind of stares at the baseball as we show you the replay. That was an atom ball as Goliath just hit it. Atom. It'll be Stan Holmig, Hollmig. The pinch hit. Stan, who's probably 1 for 7 as a pinch hitter, hitting 143 with an RBI. Overall, 275, a homer, and 24 RBI. Newcomb from the wind. There's a line drive left center field. There's a poor play. I think it was by Snyder. Olmo will field that one off the wall, and Holmig has got himself a double. So Newcomb with some 2-out trouble here in the 7th. Here's Ashburn. He's 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. Newcomb, 27 batters deep, 6 2/3 innings, 113 pitches, 6 hits, the home run to Goliath, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. He could use number 8 right now. From the stretch, base hit right center field. Holmig will round third and score. It's 6-2. So Ashburn with an RBI. Here's Hamner. Grant is 1 for 3 with a double. Pitch from Newcomb. There's a base hit. They're going to have to come get Newcomb. Ashburn moves to third. They were trying to get him to go, but Dick Sisler coming in. It'll be lefty versus lefty as Paul Minner comes in to pitch. We got a pitching change with the score 6-2. This game coming to you from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. So lefty versus lefty. In fact, Minner's nickname is Lefty. He's 25 years old. He's got the Michael Strahan gap between the teeth. Fastball pitcher at 85 and a fly ball extreme pitcher. By the way, wind blowing in from center at 5 miles an hour and 68 degrees. Against the Phils, this will be appearance number 6, 8 innings, 9 hits. 6 runs all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. He is 1-1 with an ERA of 6.75. Overall, 9-6 the record with 5 saves and an ERA of 4.58. He hasn't pitched in a while. His last appearance was September 9th in a clean inning against the Giants. So 57 innings, 53 hits, 9 homers, 31 runs, 29 earned. He walked 29 and struck out 25. Runners on first and third, 6-2 Dodgers, 2 out, top the 7th. Sisler is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Minner deals. Sisler base hit up the middle. Ashburn will score. Hamner goes to third. And now Del Ennis is the tying run. D. Scott Howard is trying to find some of those cigarettes that were good for you. Ennis is 1 for 3. The Dodgers led 6-0. The Phillies have 3 across here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Left field. Olmo. Side retired. Stretch time. And Mr. Howard just fired up something that was monetarily friendly to YouTube. We won't discuss it. 24th appearance for Blix Donnelly. He is 5-5 with a save and an ERA of 6.67. Speaking of devilish, 35 years old, fastball pitcher, 85. And the only thing he favors is getting hit. He's a standard pitcher. Against the Dodgers, this is his 4th appearance, 2 starts, 17 2/3 innings. He's pitched well against Brooklyn, 12 hits, 4 runs all earned. He walked 11 and struck out 10. 1-0 with an ERA of 2.04 against the Dodgers. His last appearance was against the Reds a week ago. He faced one batter and retired him. 81 innings, 107 hits, 8 homers, 62 runs in total, 60 earned. He walked 37 and struck out 38. So Furillo, Robinson, and Hodges. This one takes a little more importance now because the Phillies have cut the Dodger lead in half. 6-3 Brooklyn. Furillo, 1 for 3 with a single. Ball 4. Brings up Robinson. Jackie, an uncharacteristically bad game. 0 for 3, grounded into a double play. There's a ground ball. Sisler can't play it. Furillo holds at second. That's under the glove of Sisler, and Robinson, although he's 0 for 4, has reached base. Second error for the Phils. Here's Hodges. Gill smashed one over the scoreboard in right center. He is 2 for 3. He scored twice and drove himself in with a home run. Line drive to Donnelly, throws to second, and that's the inning. Donnelly does a pirouette on the mound, fired over, and they get Furillo leaning the wrong way. So 1-1-4 on the DP. Blix did his best. Sonia Henney spun around, fired a Goliath who was moving towards the bag, and they got Furillo. Brings up Olmo. Robinson's going to try and steal here. Seminick will just sit on it, and Jackie has his 38th steal of the year. With 1940s currency rates, you're talking something akin to Ricky Henderson or Vince Coleman in the 80s. 38 and 49 is an absolute metric ton and a half. So Olmo, with a 1-ball count, is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He would love to make it 7-3. Here's the pitch. Line drive, Donnelly is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave a runner on. We go to the 8th, 6-3 Brooklyn. So Seminick, Nicholson, and Jones. Andy 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Minner, due to bat third in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll see what he does in the top of the 8th. Pitch to Seminick is a fly ball left field. Back goes Olmo, and Louie makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Nicholson. Bill, 0 for 2, is walked and struck out. So game 2 of the Flyers and the Habs tonight from the Forum in Montreal, 8 Eastern Time. Right here on Retro Sports Network, the Dave Gardner Project, because he can read your mind. There's a fly ball to left. Olmo, second verse, same as the first, 2 out. So this looks like it's going to be Minner's game, regardless of what Campanella and Snyder do. Here's Jones. Willie's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. These two teams at noon tomorrow. Got him! Minner got him on a changeup on the inside part of the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Dodgers are 3 outs away from a magic number of 4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-3 Brooklyn. So here's Campanella. Roy is 0 for 2. He has walked and he has scored. Snyder and Minner, who at the moment would bat. Pitch to Campy. There's a fly ball center field, 7-3. Campy put that one in the upper deck. His 22nd home run of the year. And that should put away the Phillies today. So Hilda and that cowbell are going nuts. Here's Snyder. Duke is 0 for 2. He has walked, struck out, scored, and stole a base. Donnelly deals. Ball 4. Minner is 6 for 9 on the year. With a 4-run lead, do you sacrifice? Yeah, you do. He squares, and Semenick will chase after this one. He's going to make the catch. He throws to first, and Snyder's back. So P2. Sacrifice fails. Here's Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee 1 for 2. He scraped the upper deck roof in the second. Has walked twice. There's a base hit, left center field. Snyder will not flip the coin. Ashburn throws it back in. And the Dodgers have taken a couple hits of what D. Scott was doing, and it's 7-3. Here's Mixus. Eddie is 2 for 3. Has singled twice, driven in a run, and walked. Eddie, a slow chopper. Goliath behind the mound throws to first. Sisler is there. Eddie is retired. And Snyder and Reese move into scoring position. So 2 out for Carl Furillo and first base open. Carl is 1 for 3. He has walked, and he has struck out. Goliath, pitcher spot in Ashburn to face Minner in the 9th. Pitch to Furillo. Carl slams out one into shallow left center. Snyder will score. Reese will score. And that is a 2-run single. And so the Dodgers are fired up. It's now 9-3. And the lead is 6 again. So both the Cardinals with a win and the Dodgers a likely win. The magic number will fall to 4, and the lead remains 2.5. Jackie Robinson is 0 for 4. He reached on an error, stole a base, and grounded into a double play. 2 out. There's a fly ball to left. Ennis is there, and that will retire the side. The goat herder is feeling much more relaxed now. We go to the 9th. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers doing their part. They're 3 outs away from win number 90. So Goliath, who homered in the 7th, pitcher's spot, and Richie Ashburn. Goliath 2 for 3 in his 6th of the year, and has driven in 21. Struck him out. Minner got him looking on an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 out. So you know Donnelly isn't going to hit. Ed Sanicki. Ed is 2 for 8. I believe this is his first pinch hitting job. Has a solo homer. Just in case you wonder who he is, came up 10 days ago. 25 years old. That's Sanicki. Pitch to Ed from Minner is a long drive to right, and it's 9-4. That got caught in a spike fence. And that's Sanicki's second home run of the year. That was right down the line. And the Phillies have decided to see if they can make this just a bit more interesting. Here's Ashburn. Richie, 2 for 4. Single twice, driven in his 52nd run of the year, and struck out. In the center field, Snyder will flag that one down. 2 out. So Dodger fans are feeling pretty relaxed right about now. Here's Hamner, or at least they are for the night. Granny is 2 for 4. Gran has a single and a double. Minner In the center field, the magic number is 4. So Don Newcomb is a 17-game winner. The Dodgers, 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Phillies, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. We're going to give Pee Wee Reese the MVP, 2 for 3. That mammoth home run to dead center. And he drove in 2. Thompson did not pitch well for the Phils. 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Gave up the 2 homers. Kurt Simmons, 3 innings of relief, a hit and a run. He walked 3 and struck out 3. And then Blix Donnelly, well, this one isn't making his Baseball Digest cover story. So that's it for meaningful baseball today. There are other games on the schedule. By the way, this was Saturday the 24th, so I'd like to thank Mike from the Truckers. Now I'm going to play some Access and Analyze. Cleveland shut down Detroit 1-0. Bob Feller is 15th win of the year. You too, John. We'll see you tonight for hockey. Hal Newhouser 14-13, and Benton with the save, his 6th. Red Sox pound the Yankees 13-4. Ellis Kinder 12-13. Eddie Lopat falls to 18-9. Al Zarella 3 for 5, 4 RBI, and 2 doubles. Bobby Thompson, 2 homers for the Giants. He is 33 on the year now. They beat the Braves 8-7-10. Larry Higbee, 2-2 with a win. Nils Potter with a loss. He falls to 4-4. Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh 4-3. Lively 2-2. Harry Gumbert falls to 5-3. That was an extra inning affair. Meeks 2 for 4, his 3rd of the year. And last but not least, 16 hits for the Browns as they pound the the White Sox 14-2. Ned Garver goes to 9-18. White 12-13. Jack Graham drives in 6. It's his 24th of the year. Hockey tonight around 8 o'clock. Habs and Flyers, unless Al Red Sox fan is going at the same time. Until then, we'll be with you, I know, for baseball tomorrow. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you then. So long, everybody.